Hi guys, well, here we go. National Grid turned on the power, but my stove don't work. My baking pan doesn't fit inside. It's too big, number one, which is not a big deal, but let's see, the oven, it clicks. So I have to light it. It just doesn't light up automatically. It clicks. I did get the burner to work. That's the oven. But the oven, you smell gas? Oh, there's the burner. Okay, so it clicks quite a bit. It smells like gas. And then you finally get a little bit of burner, which I'm nervous about because, like I said, you're smelling gas and it takes a while for the burner to light. I don't know what's going on with the oven because supposedly he lit the pilot light, so the oven should work. You hear this clicking from the top burner, but I don't know where you light this. So I left word with the maintenance guy. He's supposed to come back. This wasn't working, and he's supposed to come back and look at that, the carbon monoxide thing. So that's great, isn't it? You know, the carbon monoxide alarm needs to be checked, and I have to figure out what's going on in the stove because I just went and I bought another $50 worth of groceries that I'll have to throw away. So this is what continues to happen. You see those little white things floating around? Well, that's pretty interesting, huh? Yep, that's pretty interesting because the burning continues. So you see? Did you see the white things? Not only that, but when I went to the U-Haul place, I was double charged. Yes, someone had put 300 extra miles on the U-Haul truck. Yep. So, you know, I'm not going to accuse anybody, but the girl, when I got there, was pretty much, the door was locked, even though I was there before 5. And a lot of shenanigans went on with my bill. I also had the gentleman here, the same Mike, the maintenance guy, moved the truck, made a big deal about me pulling it up on the lawn, which I didn't want to do. And I have 300 extra miles on the truck. So considering all the scams here, I'm a little leery about next time. Don't allow anybody to use your U-Haul truck when you're moving stuff in, because right in the middle of moving in, I was dealing with this landlord about the bank transfer for the rent and security. So I had half my stuff in, half of it on the truck, which anybody could have come along and changed the odometer at that point. And I was trying to deal with this landlord going on and on about his rent and security, which the bank told me it had been successfully transferred, but this is what he was doing to me. But we can't take the slightest moments to come in here and make sure that things are the basics. Your stove is on, your smoke alarms are okay, your heat or whatever, and you're not being burned. So you can see those white things, and this is what's going on here. So yeah, 300 extra miles on the U-Haul truck. So I was on the hook for another $150. As I continue to try to look for another studio within the next, 2 or 3 weeks. And it is nice because that U-Haul place was right on Central Avenue. And I thought it was really nice, especially a woman, moving herself, which is what I had to do. When I divorced, I had to lug my stuff out myself while half of it was stolen. So this is what continues to go on here, and I can't even make dinner. And I haven't taken a shower here yet, and I probably won't. People think that's funny, but when your hair falls out and different things happen to you, when things are sabotaged, it's a scary thing to try to do some of this stuff, and this is the result. So simple things like taking a shower, the drains are all plugged up now. Supposedly this maintenance person snaked the drains the other day for the upstairs tenant. So there's always stuff going on. I would like to stop this, I would like to live my life and be left alone in peace, which is what I thought when my marriage finally ended. I finally, thought things would be okay and I could move forward with my life. And here I am 10 years later, can't take a shower, can't make dinner, scared to death because I have less than 2 weeks to find another place. And the burning and the sabotage and the harassment continues. So this is what life is like when they tell you, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just leave? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And as far as that psychiatric nurse on my page that's been harassing everybody, if you read there, she's been lying right along. So this is the kind of people that are around my ex-husband and his friends that continue to harass and sabotage and set up these games at different places. Because when you decide to leave a man with power, or if he has friends with power, this is the ongoing abuse you suffer until you collapse, which is what happened with my sister-in-law. She was only 37 years old. And there's been others in the family too. One of his cousin's wife, Dana, she passed away prematurely too. So this is what these men continue to do to women, not only in this immediate circle, but others that are involved. Wherever you go, whatever apartment I rent, whatever job I tried to get, they would sabotage, get me fired, do things. And I actually saw my ex-husband and his friend Phil, a corrections officer, right before I came to this place, and got all these scams going now here. So yeah, it's still pretty funny to the good old boys up there. Be safe, guys. It continues.